Happy Tuesday evening. Look who's on with us, Jeff. Dwayne.
In honor of Dwayne, I wanted to be like Dwayne tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel
That's
left
what I'm
out.
talking about.
I feel left out.
That's what I'm talking about. I like it. Yep.
Nice.
I am. How do I do this?
Charleston area living.
Wait a second. Hold on. I noticed a difference between Dwayne and I.
Yeah.
What
You got,
all right.
You got a little bit more, not much.
I got more back hair than you got on your head.
Yeah.
Please don't make our watchers kind of view that in their heads.
Don't picture that.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, we do these live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Just for you, we started getting requests about questions and one-off questions. And, hey, you guys should do it live. So we started these lives. We really want you down in the comments to put your question, and we'll pop that up live on the screen. Now, if you have a crazy profile picture, you may not want to put a question in, or change your profile picture so we can put your question in. We'll get to those live throughout the night.
Listen, Mark and I are on the same page on so many things in our business. This is not one of them. The crazier, the better.
Where's the mute button again? There it is. Okay, I got it on track now. And yeah, so we'll answer those lives. We really want you to ask questions about moving here, ask questions about building certain communities, anything about the Charleston area and beyond. One of our team members is going up to Greenville now. We don't have him on tonight, but we can get that answered for you if we can't answer it live. We're starting to go out into Myrtle Beach. We've got partners down in Hilton Head and Bluffton area. So we've got the whole state covered for you for sure.
Taking on world domination.
Yeah, well, at least state domination, right?
South Carolina domination.
Yeah, South Carolina domination. Yes. All our contact information is scrolling across the bottom. So if you ever, felt a little shy and you didn't want to post a comment in the questions, feel free to reach out to us, call, text, email. The best way, though, we like is booking Zoom calls with you so we can get one-on-one with you, figure out the lifestyle that you want to live here so we can try to match you to the appropriate community, whether it's here in the Charleston area or somewhere else for sure. Jeff, tonight we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff like we always do. I'm going to jump around. We got our quiz question coming up, and I think you're going to be a little surprised with the answer to this week's quiz question.
All
so
right.
every week, we'll do that soon. So I'm going to ask it now. Every week we talk about how many homes went under contract the week before, and of those that went under contract, the single-family detached homes, we are asking how many of those in the Charleston area are 1 million or more. And I'm not going to say how many it usually is because then that'll give Jeff a reminder. And it's really Jeff against the audience. So Jeff tries to be, are you smarter than Jeff? And usually the audience wins. So not usually, no.
Oh, are you smarter than a fifth grader thing going on here?
Yeah.
Although, I'll be honest with you, about fifth or sixth grade, J-Pov.
Hey, fellas, Dwayne, shouldn't you be over in Tidewater building our house?
Yes. I had to give it a rest. I've been over there for a little while, so I had to give it a rest.
You lie so much. Who was the last person on the Charleston area living team to be at J-Pov's house?
Well, yes.
I don't think it's Dwayne. I think
it was me and Mark. It was yesterday, I think. We went over to see what was doing over there.
There was some string that was up.
But I was there. just last week.
Okay.
So,
all right. Lisa says, hey, guys. Hey, Lisa. So we've got some regulars out there like Lisa and Jackie and Peggy and all of our past clients are jumping on and supporting us. We really appreciate that. And they are experts now because they live here too. So sometimes they answer the questions for us. Jeff.
I feel as if I need to make a confession.
Yeah.
So we were doing some video over by Lisa's house the other day, and she gave us cookies.
Us? She gave us cookies?
She handed them to me, and the intention was that they were for us. Look at his attitude. He's like, really? And I had about thrice of them. I had 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped to see my dad today, and I gave the other 3 to my dad. And
Well,
so I'm going to just come out and be honest, Lisa. Mark did not get 1 cookie.
And you know what, though? That's okay, because I'll give up my cookies for your dad. I
All
wouldn't give up my cookies for you,
Yeah.
but I would give them up for your dad.
I should have given you one of my cookies.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
But how great is it? We got to shoot video and people are bringing us cookies out. That's amazing.
Right? Sharon Klim says, Jeff.
I'm sorry, Sharon. I apologize. I'll give Mark a cookie. I promise.
She's like, that would have been my cookie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They were good cookies, too.
Love Papa Greg. Oh,
Yeah.
we're so going to call you that.
No.
We're so going to call you that.
No, Lisa, don't do that. Do not encourage him with these types of behaviors. Hey, speaking of getting food brought to us, you see what Dwayne had? Somebody bring you some chocolates or something all the way from California last week, Dwayne? Whoa,
And he's gone.
he's gone. You know what? I think he felt guilty about not sharing with us, and he signed off real quick.
Yeah, right? Hopefully he'll be back. If he comes back, we'll have him answer that question.
Yes.
Mark, I'll give you a dozen next time. Yes.
Well, listen, I'm just going to be honest. You might want to hand them to Mark. I can't make any promises.
That's how good they were, right?
Yeah, they were good. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So we're going to talk all
Oh,
kinds of
you
stuff
did
tonight.
change it to Papa Greg. You son of a...
I was wondering how long it would take you to.
And I have no control over this. I just show up and smile and chitty chat, and you have total control of it.
See, our people are loving it. They're
Yeah.
laughing. They're
All
having
right.
fun.
Yeah, Peggy, thank you. Don't encourage him.
It's all for the people, Jeff. It's
All
for the
right,
people.
fine.
All right. So we'll save. We had some content that Dwayne was going to talk about, so we're going to save that, and hopefully he'll be back on
All right.
to discuss that. But let's jump right into some of our stats.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that. So we had over 297 properties that went under contract this past week. 238 of them were single-family homes. So just kind of fill in a little bit of how January is doing compared to last January too. We're up slightly, like by 12 homes for the month. We sold 12 more homes this January than we did last January overall in the market.
It's still about a 4% increase, though.
It was 2.7 or something like that.
I'm pretty impressed I came up with that being that close and
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
the
he's
gazebo
back.
in my head. Yeah.
I'm back. I don't know for how long, but I'm back.
Wayne, did you have a client bring you candy or something from California last
Yes,
week?
I did. Yes, I did. Mr. Pete Bradbury brought me some candy, some caramel candy. And it was, I did not share. I
Oh,
did
look
not
at
share.
that.
Look who's on.
He did not share any of it. He
No.
went scurrying out the front door like a little rat.
He
And
ran.
didn't leave
I
any
did. I
out.
scurried. I did scurry.
And I feel like I shouldn't be calling him out on this because I didn't give Mark any cookies, but I'm still saying, how crazy is it though that I had been to that candy shop out in California?
Mm.
That's pretty neat.
I've been there. Yeah, it's a
And,
famous place.
the caramels were very good. I have not eaten them all, so y'all still have a chance.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
Nobody's driving to Bono to come get your caramel.
Yeah. I'm sure they're good, but not.
You did that on purpose.
You took them out to
Hey.
cow country where you live, so you could protect your precious California caramels.
It's my game. I got to play it.
All right, so let me jump back in.
Yep.
So 238 single-family homes that were sold in this past week. Median list price $545, so $264 a square foot. Okay, out of those 238, everybody put your answers in the comments. How many out of those 238 were over $1 million?
I'm going to write my answer down and show it after you say what it is, because I feel like I can't trust you tonight.
You can't.
So you're probably going to write it down after he says it. That's
No,
what-
sir. See, this is my pen that I just used to write it.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Behind you.
I don't have shoes on. I promise you, I guarantee you, I step on that pen whenever I get up out of this chair when I'm done.
Papa Jeff is the pot calling the kettle.
Oh, I
black.
don't like where this is going.
Yes, yes.
I don't like where this is going at all.
I think so, Rebecca. I think so. All right, so we got some answers in already. Peggy says 33. Lisa says 45. So 238 single-family homes sold or went under contract last week. How many of those were over 1 million? I think you're going to be surprised at the answer. Rose said 32. Dwayne, I'm going to let you jump in here too. Rebecca says 47. What do you think?
I'm going to say 36.
36. Okay. Pete says 21. All right. So, Jeff, you want me to say my answer first, and then you're going to show.
Well, let me preface this by saying that typically the number is 18 to 25. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, I'd say you're pretty spot on.
But I read a report last week, and I don't remember the number. But I didn't go looking for this because I'm not a cheater.
Okay.
But I did see a report, and I think if it's the report I remember, it was astronomically high this week.
It was astronomical.
And I don't remember the number, but I'll show you my number.
Okay. 88. Oh, are we doing the prices right, or are we doing?
We're not. No, I don't want to hear Brian or J. Pav or whoever it was that was complaining about the Price is Right rules. No Price is Right rules.
All right. Well, that's all right. I think you still lost. I think Rebecca is going to beat you out. She had 47, and the correct answer is 60. 60 homes were over $1 million. 22 of those were over $2 million.
We've been kind of playing this for at least 3 months, right? That's the highest we've ever seen by far.
Yeah, that's almost triple the normal amount for sure. It is insane.
I'm just kind of sad it was none of the three of us that were selling these $1 million houses.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
We
That's
might
what I'm
suck
mad
at what
about.
we do.
And the Peninsula, obviously, their median price is 1.5 million. And so they had 15 contracts. Mount Pleasant, their median is 1.3 this week, and they had 34. So that was the bulk of them right there, because the higher price points, sold a few more than normal.
Yeah.
Hanahan, Somerville, Ladson, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner were about 103 of the 238. Median prices were 400 in Hanahan, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner, 377 in Somerville, Ladson. And so that was 42 and 61. None over. Oh, there was a couple over $1 million in Somerville. 17 sales in Cane Bay last week, or went under contract. So that's a pretty big number in 1 week for Cane Bay going under. And 50 condos and townhomes went under contract.
Yeah, we've got so many more townhomes available now than we did just 5 years ago. That market has really blown up in this area.
Yeah, it's insane. Just a couple more things on stats. So, usually 1 month of inventory or 1 month of stats is not something good to go by. But, we did see that January to January, there was like that 2.7% increase. But the big number that stuck out was January compared to December. Normally, we do see a little bit of a drop going from December into January, because January is relatively the slowest month of the year almost, right? So we see usually like a 10% drop or less. There was a 26% drop from December to January in number of transactions.
Wow.
So, all right. So what does that mean for us? That probably means that we will see some more aggressive pricing in both the new home and the resale markets, because if the demand is lowering and you've got to be more competitive to sell your house, be it new or existing, then you got to have some price reductions, or maybe in the new construction world, even more mortgage decreases and buying down the rates.
Yeah, so I think we'll see a little bit of a drop in price. January, February, the buyers are going to come out of the woodwork early this year. So normally end of March, April, May is our biggest months. So I think end of February, it's going to be a whole month earlier. Then we're going to see prices go up a little bit because that inventory is going to go away really quick by April probably.
Yeah.
And we're going to be 3,000 homes on the market, I would say, or less.
I can't wait to find out if you're right. I'll be so impressed with you.
I'm usually not, but you'll get me a hat.
You'd be part of the cool crew with a hat.
Yeah.
Rebecca wants a hat because she won. So you got to give up your hat, Jeff.
All right.
We can't afford to give up. We didn't sell any $1 million homes, so
Yeah, that's right. I can't afford to give up my hat.
Peggy says, "Wow, we are poor." Talking about the $1 million home.
Yeah, you know what though? I mean, you got to these $1 million. The vast majority of these are all down on the ocean.
Yeah, it's the coast, right? Everybody wants to be by the coast.
Yeah,
I mean, you see that medium price.
I personally don't. I want to be out here in Somerville. I don't want the dangers of the flood zones. I don't want the more increased risk of the hurricanes. I like being inland far enough here where I can go get my feet in the sand if I want to, but I'm a little more sheltered out here in the low country.
And you like the master plan communities and the 55 pluses, and that's just where you want to be for sure.
Golf cart ability. We Mark and I, we've been all over the golf cart this week. We got a bunch of videos coming out. So Mark started this off by saying, "Hey, y'all had some questions," and some of them were on golf cart ability. My eyebrows look freaking enormous underneath the bill of this hat. It's like there's caterpillars under there. I'm sorry, I'm back. We did some videos this week with
I can't stop looking at him now.
Giggling like a little girl. You're killing me.
I can't stop looking at him now.
Dude on you ever see the TV show? I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. Poops Creek, we'll call it.
Oh yeah.
The guy with the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Dad.
God, ridiculous. I have no idea what I was talking about.
You just like
that's normal.
All the stuff.
All right, Mark, you take over. I'm good.
Hold on. I gotta share this. Let me see. Where did I go? There it is. Is that Jeff?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my God! Wait, take off your hat, Jeff. It's pretty close.
That's it.
Pretty close.
Wait.
That's it. You need the glass. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We got to get you some glasses like that with the round.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Sorry, that was pretty quick though, right? I got that.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
It was.
I was impressed by that. Normally, people say I look like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Lisa says, "Peggy, we have the most beautiful hood." I really love Summerlin.
Yeah.
I mean, 205 homes total in the neighborhood. It's going to be sold out pretty quick here. I would say, I don't know for sure, but by the summertime, that neighborhood's going to look drastically different. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
How much was that home that we were in over there, Mark? That was the one that's backed up to the woods that had the big. Isn't that the one that had the big porch out back, or did that have the smaller porch out back?
No, that had the big porch out back, the L-shaped porch.
Yeah, the big L-shaped porch.
Yeah, didn't have the fireplace, but that one was 454,900, and it was just over 2,000 square feet. The Adventurer.
Yeah, that was a really nice house.
I love those back porches over there that's got the fireplace on it.
Yeah,
man, that is awesome. I would never come back in the house.
No. We had one of our clients, Dwayne, had one of those like that with the fireplace out back, and they put a big old hot tub out there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but they invited me and Andrew to come over and jump in the hot tub some night. I think we're going to take them up on it.
I can't say what I was going to say on YouTube.
You were going to say something about water displacement, weren't you?
No, I was not.
No, I know you were.
No, I can't say what I was going to say.
All right.
So family
Mark's
show.
going to be like, no, we're never having Dwayne and Jeff on at the same time.
I found it. So it's this one right here. And let me see. See if they have pictures up here.
I love they come with palm trees.
Every house has a palm tree.
They
Doesn't
do.
it?
I feel like every house in South Carolina should come with a palm tree.
Yeah.
Yep. At least the one in Summerlin does.
Yeah.
Interactive floor plan. All right. So let me zoom out so you can see it. This is the whole outdoor living area right here. This thing's huge.
And sometimes they have 3 doors going out to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
One from the dining space, one from the primary bedroom, and then one out the living room.
This had a triple slider too on that one.
Yeah.
So it was super nice.
Awesome.
All right, let's get going. We Peggy says we love it. Such a cute neighborhood, like doll houses. That's a good relation there. Example.
Hey, if you know how Dwayne, you know how they have the fake windows in a lot of those houses up above the garage? They're just there for looks.
Yep.
So I had clients in there that were there last year. We were in there like last summer, and they said, "Hey, what are those for?" And I said, "That's for putting up the leg lamp light at Christmas time." And I never thought of it again. I go drive to the neighborhood at Christmas time. By God, they put a leg lamp up in
No,
that.
they didn't.
Yes, they did. It was lit up. It was glorious.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
I wish you had told me about that. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, if you go back on my Facebook page around Christmas time, you'll see it. I put it on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay, I'll check that out.
All right, so Dwayne, you had some homework for us, right?
I did.
We have Breeze Airlines that comes here, and the good thing about Breeze is now Charleston is the #1 destination for non-stops. We have the most non-stops for all of Breeze Airways out of Charleston here, so it's starting to become like one of their hubs, I would say. And so you found out kind of some of the major cities. I know 2 that might not be on your list was, or at least one of them was Rochester, New York, is supposed to start here in the summer of 2025. But talk about some more of the other ones.
Well, it's funny you should bring up Rochester. I've got, I looked up some flight deals on Breeze to Charleston, and the one coming from Rochester to Charleston, $49 one way. That's just a one-way ticket, but you only need one way because you're going to come here and buy a house. So from Akron, Ohio to Charleston is $39. From Tampa Bay is $39. From Pittsburgh is $39. I mean, these are some unreal deals. I couldn't believe it when I was looking at this. Long Island is $39. And they have other flights that they come from Albany, New Haven, West Palm Beach, Burlington, Vermont, Louisville, Kentucky, San Francisco to Charleston. I'm not sure on the
That
price.
San Francisco is nonstop too.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't be stopping either. Once I got out of California, I'd keep on coming. But
Wade is just setting them up and knocking them down.
I feel like Pete's going to make a comment here any minute.
Yeah, he's got to. From Portland to Charleston, Cincinnati to Charleston. So I mean, they're coming from everywhere. It's all over the place.
Yeah, so Lisa lived in Rhode Island before, and Providence to Charleston is 2 hours via Breeze. I might actually have to take that soon because I might have to go back up to Massachusetts for a quick trip.
And that's a $39 trip, man. You can't fill your tank up with gas at the gas station right now with $39.
Now you do pay for your luggage on.
You got to
Breeze,
pay for your luggage, yeah.
but
Okay.
it's not absurd.
Right.
You should see the way Andrea loves Breeze. She goes back up to Pittsburgh a lot, and she would always fly Breeze. Wow, from LA for $90. Wow.
Wow.
Nice. That's a great
Nice.
deal, Pete.
And my wife is let's just say thrifty, and so she's like, everybody gets like 2 sets of Gucci's, 2 pair of socks, like that. She will pay for a suitcase, but only one.
Nice.
Pete said, "Good flight, but don't plan to go back." I don't blame you at all, Pete.
That's right.
This is
My
actually
man.
good for a lot of people that do move here, that have family up and down the East Coast, and now even out on the left coast. Is family can get here easy, and you can get back home to visit family easy.
Are there any trips to the Gulf of America, Dwayne?
I didn't see any of those.
You like how I
Tampa,
said that, Jeff?
there's one to Tampa. That's close enough.
Yeah,
Did you
Tampa's
see they
close
changed
enough.
the Google Maps to Gulf of America now?
Really?
Yeah, because
No,
it was
really?
changing the records of something. So
That's
I guess
great.
that by law they had to change it.
Nice.
Oh, I've been on Breeze probably 5 times, and it's been a phenomenal experience. Literally every time, it's been one of the best airlines I've flown with, and I would fly them again very quickly. I would have no problem going Breeze again.
One of our clients moved here to be a steward, right?
Yeah, he's a flight attendant with Breeze. Andrea's going on Breeze out to Las Vegas next month with one of her girlfriends. Her girlfriend's coming from Pittsburgh, and they're meeting there. But Andrew's going on Breeze, and so she's going to check and see if she gets on one of his flights. Maybe she'll get an extra peanut or something.
So, Jeff, you drove through the New Horizons over in Carnes recently, right?
So, is it the video I sent you today?
It is the video you sent me today.
No, sir. That is
What is
not Horizons and Carnes. But put that video up. I think.
that's the Del Webb one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about Horizons and Carnes later.
All right. Dwayne, have you seen this? This is all opened up into the kind of the back left corner of Del Webb.
Yes.
And they got look at all those on the left there are all going to be on the woods. All these ones on the rights have a pond behind them with then woods
With a
behind
fountain.
them.
That's
This
either a
is-
fountain or a whale.
That was a fountain. I was there. I can
Okay.
it was a
It's
fountain.
both. It's both.
Yeah, this is I don't even know what phase this is. It's 8, 9, 13, 15, I don't know, but
I'm glad you weren't speeding too. I'm glad we have the speedometer on the windshield for you.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Where do you see
It's at the
this
bottom
speedometer?
right now.
Oh, okay. No, I'm a very good driver. I don't speed.
I speed.
But yeah, lots of great lots. A lot of wood lots coming on this one.
Yeah, that is. That's some beautiful lots right there. I like that.
It wasn't a very beautiful day. It's been Sunday here was like 80 degrees and beautifully sunny. And then it
Yep.
froze the last 2 days. And I called my buddy from Pittsburgh and said, it's freezing here. And he's like, okay, let's just hold on. What do you consider freezing? And I said, it's like 64 degrees. He's like, and he hung up the phone.
So the funny thing is like back when I first moved here, the first 5 years, I didn't wear a jacket. Right now, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt in my house because we have just gotten climatized, right? Oh, wow.
My
Nice.
thumb is so warm right now, you can't imagine. It's wonderful.
Basting in your own juices.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, was that phase 11, by the way? Do you think it was
All
this?
right, let me look at the map. Oh, hold on here.
I don't think it was phase 11 because that's up by the pond. You came all the way this way. So it's not even on their map.
Yeah, it's not even on their map yet.
Okay.
But that's exciting to see that next phase that isn't even released yet has got so many great wooded lots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's awesome. And it looks
Very
like
nice.
a lot of these are already sold, and they're going to be releasing all of these. So once they finish out phase 11, I would imagine, they're gonna start releasing those once they're ready.
Yeah, they're just prepping the ground right now. It wasn't paved yet. I was driving through dirt roads back there.
Yeah,
They had some big excavators back there moving things around. But the way things have been going over there, we'll be there before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Lynn says 31 days until our trip to Somerville and 33 days until we meet you guys. But who's counting? She might have one of those countdown timers
Right?
you have for vacation.
Yeah.
Just to see us. That's awesome. Thanks, Lynn.
Bring that dog, Lynn. What a cute
Yeah,
dog.
I love that dog.
Yeah, Dwayne's a big lab person.
Oh yes, I love it.
They're excited to get out of the cold of Massachusetts. Yeah, that's what I did in 1999. I was in the South Shore down by Plymouth, Halifax, Pembroke, Bridgewater. I lived all in that area, and I tore my knee up skiing in Vermont, and I hated winters after that because I couldn't ski. And so I've been here for 25 years now, and I love it. 26 years. This will be 26 years.
Dwayne, how many labs do you have?
I've got 3 right now. Got 3, two males and a female.
I had 2 black labs, and they were just the dumbest dogs I've ever had. And I know that most of them are not like that. I just had the outlier. They were so stupid. Great dogs, very loving dogs, but dumb. Dumb.
The ones I got, I haven't worked with them a whole lot, but I've got them trained to do each one of them and do something different. So they're pretty good.
So give me an example of what one of them can do.
Well, he likes to. I can make him sit. Zeke is the one. He's real easygoing. He's real calm. He's an English lab, so I'll make him sit, and I can walk away from him, and I can take the training dummy, the training bumper, and throw that for him, and then send him to it, and he'll bring it back to me. So and just kind of drop it at my feet, or he'll hold it for me, whatever I want him to do.
Now the English lab, since he's English, is he like more proper? Or is he like bark bark? You get like a whole.
No, he's just not.
He puts his apostrophes in the right place. So like your and you are, with the apostrophe. He does that right. Yeah.
So he's smarter than us.
Yes.
But no, he's got the bigger head, the shorter legs, and a bulkier body. I see you got that look on your face like I'm talking about an old girlfriend.
No, I was thinking. I didn't know my mother-in-law was English.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, I got a story for you.
All right, I'm putting the mute on.
No, let me think. No, it's okay. So my buddy John is colorblind, and so he always had labs. Him and I grew up. We were real close up in Pittsburgh. We go hunting, fish, and everything, and so he always had black labs, and he always wanted a chocolate lab. So he calls me up the one day, and he says, "Hey, I got a chocolate lab finally. Her name's Annie." I said, "Oh, I'll come over and see it." And so go over the house, and I'm looking at this. It's like, "Where's Annie?" And because I'm looking at a black dog, and he's colorblind. They lied to him. They told him it was a chocolate lab, and it wasn't. It was a black lab because they needed a home for it.
I love it.
I almost didn't tell him, but I'm like, well, somebody's going to tell him one of these things.
Yeah, it might as well be you.
Yeah, Annie's black lab, not chocolate. I felt so bad for John.
Well, if he would have left him out in the sun for a little while, maybe it would have been chocolate.
It doesn't make him darker. It makes him. Yeah, well, either way, it was a great dog.
Nice.
Sharon liked that joke, Dwayne. Keep him coming.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to some serious topics here. So I mentioned the Horizons over at Carnes. Jeff, the last time I drove over there, they had the guard shack up. They had palm trees going in, and the berms were getting filled up with shrubs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is that what you've seen recently?
Yeah, they got a lot of palm trees up. All the trees up around the the guard shack were going up and around the perimeter. Mm-hmm. And the guard shack is looking like it's really close to being done. I imagine we're going to start seeing them swinging hammers on model houses any second now.
And does the bagpipe person come with the neighborhood? Like, will there be bagpipes over there?
So Dwayne, Reagan and I were learning to drive in her car the other day. We went over to Carolyn Lewis School after school hours, and I was teaching Reagan to drive. And we had the windows down because it was a really nice night. It was like 75 degrees, and the sun was going down. And Reagan stops the car and he's like, and she says, I hear bagpipes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I got the radio off and like we're focused on driving.
Right.
We've really been struggling from which one's the brake and which one's the go pedal. So I need us to focus on what we're doing here.
Not bagpipes.
Not bagpipes. And I learned, and so I went over by Horizons and there was somebody playing bagpipes over there.
Oh my God!
It
Really?
was awesome.
Did he have on a skirt?
No, I didn't go. I didn't want to bother them because they were kind of sound like they were practicing.
Mhm.
But it was a woman, I think, that was.
Oh well, maybe she had on a skirt.
Maybe she had on a skirt. Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
funny you sent me that video because 2 days later, Riley's Michaela said that she works at the Jersey Mike's there in Nexton, the new one by the new Publix that's opening tomorrow in Nexton, and right next door to the Jersey Mike's is a ABC liquor store, and they had hired somebody to play bagpipes to bring people in to the store, I guess, outside the store.
Oh,
So I wonder
I
if-
love bagpipes.
If she was practicing for the liquor store.
That could be. We had bagpipes play out. I was a firefighter in Pittsburgh, and so firefighters like bagpipes, and so we had a bagpiper at Andrew and I's wedding. It was awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
And when we in our 20-year anniversary, I wanted to renew our vows, and I surprised her at church on a regular Wednesday night service. I told my buddy Roy, the pastor, I said, "Hey, listen, let's surprise Andrea and renew my vows Wednesday night at church." And since I had a bagpipe 20 years ago, I hired another bagpiper here in Somerville, and that thing started ripping inside of Seacoast, Somerville. Man, that was awesome. It was loud. It was blowing your hair back.
Oh, I bet.
You got some acoustics going on in there.
Yes.
Yes.
So the good thing about that Horizons over there in Carnes, it almost has its own entrance to Carnes over there with that new street.
The
that
road
is coming up.
from over by the hospital, you mean?
Yeah, so here's
Yeah.
the hospital. Here's 176. This is 17A. Usually everybody enters in through, there's 2 or 3 exits along 17A.
Yep.
But right off of 176, there's an actual light here and everything.
Mhm.
And you can come in and go right by the school. And when you get to this roundabout, you go right, and the new Horizons is going to all be in here. That's
Okay.
right, Joe?
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So all of this section here is the new Horizons. Now, you might say, oh, why would they put a active adult community right next to the school? Well, they've got a nice big berm right in here.
There is. Yeah, you can't see. I don't think you can see the two. But when them kids start selling them candy bars that they sell door to door, you go over here to Horizons and find us people that are at Horizons, because who knows, I might be there. You're going to sell a lot of candy bars out that school.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Just don't tell the gate guard. Just go over the berm and go in.
Now,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you give him one candy bar that you're in.
You're in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete said Ruby's Bagels by the new Publix is supposed to open next week. Heard they were really good. So there's actually 2 bagels, which you might already know, Pete, in Nexton. There's the Ruby's that's opening soon, and Wakey Bakey Bagel has already opened in downtown Nexton, right around the corner. Jeff, you tried to go there. And
I did. They opened like Thursday or Friday, and I was there like as soon as they opened on Saturday. And there was a line to the door already. So I just kept going, and I think I went and I know where I went. I went to Panera and had they have an Asiago sausage, egg, and cheese Becca sandwich over there. It's pretty good. I was lonely Saturday morning. I wanted to go find people to hang out with.
because your wife and kids weren't around.
Well, yeah, Andrew was still in bed. I was out early. I had a meeting. I had to go show a house to somebody, but not for a little bit. And so I got lonely because I wasn't with you. And normally you and I are together every morning. So I went to Panera. I think I might have over Jeffed a little bit. So
Imagine that.
yeah. So I opened the door for this dude coming in, and we walk in together, and then we go and order a sandwich, and then I go and sit down, and he's waiting for his sandwich, and he didn't go through the drive-through. he came inside. And he's just getting one sandwich. And so that leads you to believe that he's planning on eating in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he was taking it with him, he would have gone through the drive-thru. Because there wasn't a big line at the drive-thru. I looked. And so they called Jeff, and I go up and get my sandwich, and it was the same sandwich that he had ordered. And he said, wow, my name's Jeff. Your name's Jeff. We ordered the same sandwich, some odds. And I said, well, I'm alone. You're alone. If you want to come have breakfast with me, come sit down. Because I was lonely. And you know me, I just got to be around people all the time.
Yeah.
And so he got his sandwich and he walked out the door. I think I creeped him out a little bit. I felt bad.
Yeah. He probably walking out and saying, weirdo.
Yeah, Mr. Stranger at Panera, I apologize. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just lonely that morning.
This was Jeff.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God, Mark Glenn! What in the...
Oh, what just happened here?
It's supposed to be did we just become best friends?
Apparently it wasn't. And don't you ever talk about you having your finger on the mute button for me, Mr. What you just put on.
It said none.
Okay.
Robin says stranger danger.
I guarantee you, Robin just peed her pants when you played that.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I'll be honest, Dwayne, I feel like Mark's got a talking to coming his way when he goes downstairs to Sharon.
Yeah.
Well,
I
see,
believe so.
that's what happens when you're trying to do things quick and
Yes.
you don't preview it before.
This is
You know, you see, Jeff, how he's trying to deflect.
no.
He's
Listen,
deflecting right now.
no, Dwayne, this is going to keep him up overnight tonight.
Oh yeah.
No.
I think we should get back to business now.
Lisa had a good thought. The hospital is right across the street from the Horizons.
Yeah, well, I've been there. I know. Trust me.
So
Mhm.
so if you live here, you can golf cart over to the hospital.
You know what? If we ever have to go to that hospital for emergency, I probably will go by golf cart just so I can video it and prove that you can do it.
Yeah.
We went over there one time. Reagan broke her wrist punching a punching bag in gym class the wrong way, and she broke her wrist, and so we went over there. But I tell you what, anybody that needs to go to the hospital, that emergency department, I was really impressed with them. They were awesome.
Yeah, they were. My dad was actually in that hospital a while back, and they were top notch in there.
Yeah, and they're adding on to it already because they're so busy sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, since we're talking about Horizons, let's go to Horizons over in Summers Corner. We just put out a video. I think it was last week. It made it to the channel because we filmed the videos, then we sent it to the editors, and we got to plan it all out and all of that. So it takes a week or two to get over to the channel sometimes. And in that video, we talked about how they were out of inventory. That we weren't going to see anything until June. Well, I think that's happened, but we even mentioned in the video that they were probably going to do this. They've started releasing homes earlier. So we were correct thinking that nothing would be ready by June because everything on the list that's coming out is either a closing for June or mostly July, as you can see in this column right here.
So it looks like they got all three series: the estates, the legends, and the cottages.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Notice this column is pretty blank, though.
Not a lot of incentives here because they don't have a ton of inventory to sell right now, and they figure they're gonna sell it in between now and when they really want to sell it, which is when it's getting closer to having drywall in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know, that estate series is the largest of the homes they have. And Mark, they all have 3-car garages, don't they?
The estates all have 3-car. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the cottages are the smallest ones they have, but they still have 2-car garages.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In the cottages. And then, Mark, I don't remember if you remember which one it is, but one of those cottage ones, even the small ones, sometimes they build them with an upstairs. And the upstairs, I swear, is as big as the downstairs is in that house.
Yeah, so this one says the Drake no bonus. So I think the Drake is the only one
Okay.
that normally includes the upstairs.
All right.
They just don't have one that's out right now.
And then the Legend series is by far the ones that I think they sell the most of, and definitely that we've. Dwayne, I think every home you've sold over there has been in that estate series, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Every one of them. Yep. That's
Dwayne was one of the first realtors to sell in there, like the very first road next to where the amenity center is going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, sure
So,
did.
I think all these news that we're going to see, from what we understand, they've kind of pivoted a little bit. It used to be that a lot of them would either have the gourmet kitchen or the fireplace, and then they were screening in the back porches, and then they weren't screening in the back porches. Now I think everything is coming with a screened-in back porch, a fireplace, and a gourmet kitchen,
except for the cottage series.
Good point. Except for the cottages.
Yep.
So the estate and the Legend series are all going to have screened-in porches, gourmet kitchens, and the fireplaces.
Yep.
Yep.
And then let me put Peggy's comment up here first because I don't want to forget about it. Pat went to the ER last Saturday. I hope he's all right. Gallbladder out this Friday there. Great facility. So they had
is okay.
Yeah, I hope he's recovering well.
Andrea had a gallbladder attack a couple years ago. It was really painful.
Was it?
Yeah, and when Andrea says it's painful, it's painful because she's an animal when it comes to pain levels. I'm a big giant man baby.
Yeah, me too. So I was curious to see where they were putting this new phase, because I remembered this is where they just finished up all of those houses, right?
Yep.
And I knew this land over here wasn't ready yet, so I was like, okay, well, where are they going? Well, they're actually going out here towards that new entrance that's going to the back.
Oh, yes.
So this piece, just kind of picture that in your mind on where it is on this big map, because the little map they send me is not there. But this is that street that goes out to the amenity center that way. And then this Darling Street comes down and across. And this is the main entrance on the backside. So you can get out to those other non-55 plus neighborhoods this way. And this would be the safest way for your golf cart to go, and then go up the street and then go up that main road. If you wanted to go to the dog park or something like that.
I was back there looking at, I think it's Azalea Ridge. I was looking at the house when I was out on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that road coming back to that section all that's been cleared. So from that road back there, you can now see all the way into Horizon. So you're right. That's where it's going.
Yep. So it looks like, I don't know, 100 houses here in this section probably. And then they'll probably jump back to that back section again. So.
And we've been hearing more rumors that Publix is getting closer to breaking ground. I know we've been saying that for years and years now, but we've heard some more stuff that it's coming quicker than later.
Yep.
Yeah, I had heard something I think it was last week about that, and said that it truly is happening, and it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Until I'm standing in their deli, I'm not going to believe it.
And then the other thing they sent out, Jeff, was the HOA dues. So it looks like they're still waiving the Horizons Club maintenance dues. It'll be coming up when it opens. Then they'll start paying that.
Yeah.
The $2,000 initiation fee will be paid at closing, and it'll be a one-time fee as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still currently being waived as well. And then currently the $238 a month for the Horizon HOA, $35 a month for the master dues. So current dues $273, and then once the amenity center opens, you're going to add that $80 on.
So $353 when it's all done.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
And that'll be the highest of
It
the 55 pluses in Somerville.
Yep.
Second closest one would probably be Del Webb, the original Del Webb, and then probably Del Webb next, and then Four Seasons actually just went up, but it was at 275 for the longest time, wasn't it, Mark?
It was, yeah.
And they're at 300 now. But this is the first time that we've really seen these increases since we've been selling in these neighborhoods. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Or if it does happen often, it's a couple, $3 a year. They held off as long as they could, I think, with inflation. Everything goes up.
Yeah.
So like Four Seasons went up $25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I think, was
That Horizons Club is going to be well worth it. I am super excited to see that. It's going to be gorgeous. That pool is going to be absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the data I had, or the content I had for tonight. Gives us another 8 minutes to answer any questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
What did you think of the Super Bowl?
I only watched the first half. I did not watch the halftime show. So I don't know anything about the halftime show. I was glad to see the Eagles win and somebody new win for sure. I'm glad Taylor Swift boyfriend didn't win. And
Don't be hateful with my Tay-Tay.
Oh my gosh!
I honestly would like some help from from people watching, because I'm watching the halftime show and I'm struggling to figure out if I have officially crossed the line of I'm just too old to get it. So if you liked the halftime show, throw a yes. If you didn't like it, throw a no. And I'm betting there's more no's coming up than there is yeses, because it was horrific.
Yeah, I didn't watch the halftime show at all. I watched the game, but I did not watch the halftime show. I got something to eat during that time.
It was unwatchable. It was terrible. Hey, there's Rose.
Rose said, great information on Horizons. Thank you. You're welcome, Rose. Lisa said no.
Yeah, thank you. It was terrible.
Rose said no.
Yep.
Pete said my Chiefs were horrible. Shut it off at halftime. We were the same way.
I've never seen them look that bad.
Yeah, it was a rough night. It was a rough night. Thank you, Peggy. See, my people get me.
Yep.
Yeah.
My people agree with me. Jeff is not too old. That show just sucked.
Papa Greg. Papa Greg speaks.
No, that better not come in next week. This is a 1 week thing here with the Papa Greg.
You know, it's going to be so great is he's going to go on and change it, and then I'm going to change it again next week.
Because he's got authority on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It makes me. And look, I've got a blue shirt on too. I'm like Papa Smurf.
Yeah. Rebecca says nope.
Thank you.
Nope.
So this weekend I'm going to do something fun. My friend is getting married down in Savannah, and I'm officiating the wedding, Dwayne.
Get out of here, for real?
Yeah, seriously.
Nice.
Yeah, this I went to paid $80 online for the Jesus Christ Church of the Beloved Hippie Turnip or something, and I got ordained to do a wedding, and I got the license, and that's legal in Georgia and South Carolina.
Okay.
So I'm officiating the wedding this weekend.
I would still have a hard time believing that I am really, really married if you did the officiating.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm really married or not. I just think I am.
Yeah. So I did one other wedding. This is the second wedding I've done, and my wife sat me down. Oh God. Slim, Wayne, look at the thing.
I see that. I love it. That's sweet.
If you'd like Jeff's services, you can reach him at this number down below.
Yeah.
Just in case you need him.
Full service realtors.
Full service.
I've
realtor.
delivered babies before. If you're knocked up, I can deliver your baby. I've done it. I've done a couple times over the years. I can
He can
marry you.
deliver the baby and get you married all at the same
I can
time.
get you. Yeah, listen, and let's do it Jesus way and do the one before the
Okay.
other.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first wedding I did, Andrea kind of said to me before, like, okay, like you realize this is about them and not you, right? You have to do a good job on this. I'm like, oh, way to put the pressure on me.
I ain't
Fantastic,
lying.
great.
You
Well,
read.
this
You
was gonna be a
read
little tiny wedding, like 20 people down. Here's the downside. I thought it was going to be in an Airbnb, and now it's going to be out in a public park. So I think I'm going to have people like watching me and seeing what we're doing here. So I got to do something really too good.
It probably will. That'll be a little more pressure for you.
Oh my! I got to change your name one more time, Jeff.
Oh no!
I can do
I
it.
love that, Reverend Papa Greg.
Chaplain Papa Greg, thank you very much.
Chaplain.
Dwayne, and for the you should do this just for this. For the $80, I got a parking pass that says clergy for at the hospitals. I get the good parking. Yeah.
That's even better than handicap parking.
Pastor Jeff. Pastor Papa Jeff.
Pastor, no.
No, I got one even better than that. The Reverend Dr. Deacon Brother Pastor Jeff Gregg.
I hope I don't have to say that on Friday when I'm doing the wedding because I will not remember all that.
Mike said my 23-year-old daughter did not even know what was going on during the halftime show.
Oh, yeah. Terrible show.
Yeah, I get it.
So if you want to see Papa Jeff perform a little bit of this wedding here, check out the Greg Adventures YouTube channel here in a few weeks. We're going to record some. Andrew and I do our own little YouTube channel with our travel, and we're going to do a trip on our trip, video on our trip to Savannah. So Greg Getaways, and in about a month there'll be video up there of. So go like and subscribe now, and it'll pop up.
There it is. Greg Getaway.
And look, Mark, hit on videos there, and you'll see that there's even some Klim appearances in there if you go to see the actual videos.
Right.
So, yep, their Night of 1,000 Candles, and then there was another Myrtle Beach trip that we did with the Klims that everybody was there.
Oh, I think you took that one down. There it is.
No, there it is. Yeah.
Nice.
You still need a thumbnail too. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I gotta get that for you. Well, that was from Winnie the Pooh last week. I don't care about that one, but the one this week coming up is we were down at Disney World last weekend, and I was gonna do a video for the channel here on on our favorite ride, the People Mover, Tomorrow Transit Authority People Mover thing, and that goes through Space Mountain at Disney World. And Space Mountain was broke down, and they must have been working on it. So they had all the lights on. So I got video going through of Space Mountain with all the lights on. And that's going to be on this Friday's video. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Peggy says, new roundabout at Cane Bay in Black Tom. Is it a rumor? I heard the same thing, Peggy. So just recently heard that they're supposed to start construction next week, I think. Either this week or next week. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little worried that the school traffic, once that school is done and the roundabout is really going to congest that area. But it might save on some accidents because people trying to pull out of Cane Bay onto Black Tom, there have been quite a few accidents there. So I don't know. It's 6 one, half a dozen the other. I'm not sure which is better. Obviously, saving lives is more important than congestion. So,
Mark, is that going straight across from Cane Bay Boulevard? Like, it will go straight into the entrance? You think of the school there?
I think so. There's either it'll go to the entrance of the school, or there's supposed to be some retail over there as well. So it might go into the retail, and then you can take a right to go up to the school or something like that.
So that would make sense maybe to have a roundabout there. Or I mean, they're going to need a light for sure. If they don't do a roundabout, they'll have to put a light in.
Yeah.
At the very least, a light. Very least.
Or Dwayne can go out there and direct traffic.
Yeah, I'll get my vest on and get out there and I'll flag them around.
Becky said she's watched a couple of your getaways. Very enjoyable and informative. Your family is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Lisa said, where would that be? It's right there at the exit out of Cane Bay onto Black Tom Road is, I think, where they're putting that roundabout based on what I've heard and all.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And then I missed something. Oh, Pete. Pete said, watch The Righteous Gemstones before you do the wedding.
Pete, my wife was in The Righteous Gemstones a couple different times. There was I don't remember what episode, but she was in an axe throwing bar because all that was filmed here in Charleston, and then she was at remember the end where at the funeral of like the last season. I quit watching a few seasons ago, but I think there was a funeral at the end of one of the seasons. She was one of the people in the funeral. Made like $109 that day to film.
Whoa! And she was there for 18 hours.
Yeah, 18 hours straight, like 900-degree weather.
Big time movie stars.
Peggy says retail, yes, please. Yeah, so I think there's going to be retail there, and then over by the lake, if it gets approved by the county, is going to be that Lakeview at Cane Bay, and supposedly they say 650,000 square feet of retail space over there, all different kinds of retail and office buildings and restaurants, and people will get to enjoy the big lake.
Nice.
Sounds like a nice place to live.
Yeah. Pete says I'll have to rewatch it, and big money.
Big money.
Well, we are over our hour. Thank you guys so much for inviting us into your homes to watch and on your phones and all of that. We love doing these because usually we get to answer a lot of questions. Down in the comments, if you'll do me a favor, if there's any videos that we haven't done yet that maybe you'd like to know more about, let us know in the comments so that we can get some more great ideas from you guys who are actually watching this stuff. That would be great. Even if you're watching this later on, type down in the comments what you want more videos on, and that way we'll start knocking those things out. But at the end of this video, we'll have a little QR code. If you want to book a Zoom call with us, you can scan that QR code or just email, call us, text us. Down in the description, there'll be the link as well. So several different ways to contact us. Dwayne, any final words before we head out?
No, I don't have anything right now. Just come see us. Come by a house in Somerville.
All right.
We love to see you come into town.
How about Papa Greg? You got anything?
As one of the lyrical geniuses of our generation, I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Yeah.
And Pete
That's
says,
right.
Dwayne, sharing is caring.
Listen to Pete. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Will do.
All right, everybody, have a great night. Until next time, see ya.
See ya.
See you.